Welcome back to our DREAM3D-NX tutorial series. In this video, we will cover a full visualization tour of DREAM3D-NX. This tutorial will teach you how to view your pipeline results with different data views, explain the different ways you can annotate your visualization, and how to manipulate the visualization scene so you can see all parts of a geometry. After running a pipeline, the initial view will be the outline data view. Let's change this view to a surface view and then manipulate the visualization scene in a few different ways. You can rotate the geometry by holding left-click and moving your mouse in any direction. You can spin the geometry by holding Control and left-click and dragging your mouse. You can translate the geometry by holding Shift and left mouse button and dragging your mouse. You can zoom in and out with the mouse scroll wheel. On the left side of the visualization, there are a few utility buttons you can use. The top one will reset the camera. The next one you can press if you want to set a custom viewing angle of the geometry. Next, you can rotate the geometry 90 degrees right or 90 degrees left. The Set View Direction button will allow you to choose where the axes point. Setting -x, for example, means the x-axis is inverted relative to the default orientation. This Set View button will set the geometry at 0, 0 about the -z-axis. If you want to add a new data view, you can do so using the Add Data View button or right-clicking the data object and pressing Add Data View. To delete objects out of the visualization, right-click the object you want to remove and click Delete Item and Children. Now we'll transition to show a points data view. The points data view shows the raw data values stored at each point in the geometry. You can adjust the point size in the render view settings if you want to increase the visibility of each individual point. Now we transition into the 2D image slice view. The 2D image/slice view lets you scroll through cross-sections of the geometry to visually inspect microstructural features and attribute data. You can change the slice number in render view settings by clicking the up or down arrows or typing in the box. Finally, we'll cover the volume data view. The volume data view provides a three-dimensional rendering of the image geometry for exploring spatial relationships and volumetric features. You can change around the volume density in different areas of the geometry by clicking on the line in the render view settings and moving the circle within the graph element. The dimension cube tells you how the geometry is angled. The ruler tool is used to measure the distance between 2 points on the geometry. You can set custom points to measure in the ruler tool settings. To remove the ruler, simply right-click on the ruler object and click Delete Item and Children. Now let's cover annotations. We can apply a text annotation by opening the drop-down menu for annotations and clicking the text annotation. We can edit the annotation text in the render view settings. We can also change the font size and color. You can move the text annotation anywhere in the visualization. Now we can add an image annotation. Let's add an example image to the visualization. We can move this image anywhere in the visualization and resize it as needed. Now let's add a build plate annotation, which will allow us to view our geometry on a large plate. Next, we'll add a caption annotation, which has an arrow that we can move and point to a specific piece in the visualization, then label that part the same way we did the text annotation. Lastly, we'll add corner annotations. You can add text to any of the 4 corners of the visualization using the corner annotations. Finally, we'll touch on the color array dropdown and various other options for geometry objects themselves. You can select the color array you want by dropping this menu and choosing any of the array options available. Here we'll show image quality and IPF colors. Then we'll enable the color legend and data axis grid. Now we have a mostly set up visualization. Lastly, we'll cover split view in the visualization. Clicking the Split View button will split the visualization into multiple views. You can split vertically or horizontally. We'll set up different views in each window. Right-clicking will bring up a short menu of actions like Show or Hide All Objects. Or Change Background Color. We'll change the background color to green, for example. Then we can change it back to default color. There's also additional actions like Save or Copy Screenshot, which are useful for quick messages through email or messaging platforms like Slack. Thank you for watching this tutorial in DREAM3D-NX. If you would like to learn more or try DREAM3D-NX, please visit our website at dream3d.io. Please leave a like for future DREAM3D-NX tutorials and subscribe for notifications on new videos.